This. That. Okay. Should be all set now. All right, let's get into this. See if, I don't know if we can, but let's see if we can finish this off or if we still have ways to go. Yep. We're in a catacombs, labyrinth, something like that. He said, what did he say? He said something to protect ourselves. So listen to that again. I had an auto save right before we ended. So let me explore the catacombs.
This maze will guide you deeper into the church, where Vasago has been revived. These halls are haunted by an ominous presence, a fierce guardian of the demon Vasago. Be cautious and use your magical sigils to protect yourself from this terrible monstrosity.
Magical sigils, where? No, I'm not seeing any sigils. F family tree updated. Vasago. Hollow abomination. Is that everybody? I didn't get notified. Yeah, not that. This. Family tree. Missing one. Okay. I don't see any sigils. Sigils would be probably on the wall or the floor, right? Because it's ceiling be too far. How you reach it, right? I don't see. Maybe they're talking about the other side of this door coming up. I don't know. What's over here? An orb. Interact with it?
Presumably, I have to infuse these strange objects with demonic energy to activate them.
Oh, okay. This is not a sigil, so I still got to look for sigils. And every sigil I've drawn, like the one of Elizabeth on the operating table and the one here to enter the door, for all of those I had to use the skull, right? Hey, Faux Fox. Thanks. See you later. Okay, let's, is it right? Right click, that's right. Okay. I didn't see any others. To activate. Just turn this. exit. Supposed to be sigils, right? Oh, no going back. Okay. Auto saved.
Looks like this spot was designated for the drawing of magical sigils to ward off evil.
I don't want to get trapped in dead ends. Another one of those. We do all my protection things first. If I can. Another one of those as well. Anything this way? Dead end. That's back that, okay. So. So I just do those two, I guess? Okay. Ah! Really? That's not okay. Timing on that is more problematic. Apparently it's easier to get the timing off. Okay, so I want to do the sigils again here. Another one of those. Here. Here. Get on these. Some of these sides are dead ends, so I gotta be really careful on those, right? There's one there. I go around. There's a sigil. I just go around to the left from there, so that's good. Don't keep going through, yeah. Okay, so there's one there. I go around to the left as a sigil. Then to the right. Okay. Way around, there's two. Is it gonna be just two again, or is it gonna be more? Another sigil. 3. Okay. Is it just 3? I only see 3. We'll find out. Okay. Oh. That might be... No, I think that's where we came from. Okay. Let's just go. And I want to go... Let's see. Here. I just want to practice one more time. So this... to the right. It looks like they don't come out unless I activate those. So, 1, and go to the right. Yes? So, where is it? Here. So I activate this, then I head to the right. And I go over here. I'm going to go way around. Straight. Don't take the side here. That's dead end. There's nothing in here, right? Oh, there's a green. Or is that where I just came from? That's not where I just came from, right? If I go here and then I go to the right. Oh, that is. Yeah. So green first, go to the right. Okay, then stay outside of that. The outside way. Nothing in here, right? Yeah, it's dead end. So green to the right. And then... Or I could go green and straight... Well, no. Let's just keep it how we have it. Ah, there's a red, though. Okay. That's another one that I would have missed. Okay, so I go green. Then I go red. Then I'm back to the rune and out. Green, red, and blue. Green, red, rune, blue. Okay, so blue is nothing. So green down to red, and then take the rune and then blue. Where in the hell? Green down to red. Then I go rune to the left. Okay, green down to red, left to the rune, then just around, and there's blue. Okay, and then I keep going. There should be, yeah, turquoise. And is that the last one? Make one more run through just to make sure I don't have my directions confused. And then I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is just a... What do you call it? Bar, cell bars, door with bars, something along those lines. Okay. Like I said, one more run through really fast. I think we've got them all. I'm hoping so, because I'm not seeing others, and that would be not great if I can't find the ones I need. This is from 3 directions, so any of those directions, and then try... I gotta get it, I gotta time it so that it's in the sigil. Okay, so green, down to red, then I go over here and around to blue. Here to turquoise, and then down the rest of the way, all the way to the end. And then here, and then try to stop it. Yep. Okay. Okay. We go. around. Ah! Nope. Awesome. Okay. Out. Can't get out yet. How do I? Oh, she dies. They died. Nice. What you can kill by sisters? Okay, so I didn't get killed by their abomination form apparently. Okay, so hang on. So we got curved object with sharp pointed teeth and a sinister appearance. Horn seems to have a malevolent energy emanating from it. And the remains of abominable sisters now released to a heap of ashes. Is there anything else in here that I need to do? That door was locked. Are there orbs? Those kinds of orbs around here somewhere? Those are the stairs. I came up. And I already went through here. Yeah. Okay, could I have just opened the door? Oh, it probably wants that, huh?
The presence of the demon Vasago looms ever closer. A long-standing foe of your ancestor, Samyaza. You will come across a device created by your ancestors. Scatter the remains of the heinous sisters and Elizabeth into the two pits. Then wield your demonic weapon. Break the crystals that are protecting it, and deliver the final blow to Vasago. It's the only way to end this never-ending nightmare.
Completed the family portrait. The demon Samyaza, which is supposedly always an enemy. See, the thing is, okay, yes, it worked for killing Hollow Elizabeth. Yes, it worked for killing the Hollow Abomination, I guess, was what the sisters became. But it's a demon Beleth that is telling us this stuff, right? We learn about the demon, let me think. So we learn about the demon Samagina through the journals of Edward Rhodes. And maybe Harry Rhodes as well. And that whole experiment that fused the horn with Elizabeth's body and then created Hollow Elizabeth. Before we did that, it sounded like a detective on the phone told us to meet him at the post office. We go to the post office. First of all, there were a whole bunch of shadow people on the way. That's neither here nor there, because those were in the Rhodes house too before that even happened. There was at least one. But we go to the post office. Then after we get there, we find the detective is dead. And the voice says, "No, I'm just not really this way," but it says basically, "I'm just kidding. I'm not actually the detective. I'm the demon Beleth." Okay, you're a demon. Why do I trust you? Right? And then he did. I mean, I think the demon's trying to get us to trust him at least, right? Because he did warn us about death outside the big scythe, and said you had to run. Okay, then we run. Get back to the Rhodes house. Get the organ of Elizabeth. We could have gotten that probably before. I don't know. I didn't see that room that we opened. We got the organ. Then we did the paste. We went through Elizabeth's subconscious. And then we killed her there, or we made her confront her murder of her own husband. And so then coming back, she was destroyed. Okay, then we were told we had to go to the Adams house. We go to the Adams house. This is all by Beleth. And we try to avoid getting killed by the twins initially in the house. The ghosts tried to kill us a couple of times. And then we went down below and tried to avoid getting killed by the Hollow Abomination. And then what? See, I'm just distrustful. Obviously, if there's actually a demon Vasaga, if it's actually a demon, then obviously, in theory at least, unless you're playing a more evil-minded character or something, you want to kill demons. Okay, so sure, we kill the demon. Okay. But so we killed Elizabeth. We never encountered the demon Samagina. And then we only have encountered the voice of Beleth. And he tells us that Samyaza is the enemy of our family. I don't know. I don't know what to trust. I think if there's a choice between it, I don't know that it ever presents it. If there's a choice between like trust the demon or don't trust the demon, I'm gonna not trust the demon, but I don't know. Okay, so I have to supposedly take the ashes of the sisters and then also the remains of Hollow Elizabeth. And to put them in the two different pits, I guess. And then I get the weapon. Is what I'm wielding the weapon, or is it something else? I don't know. one way to go, looks like. I'm semi-sarcastic when I say this, so not totally, because I do think it's kind of interesting, but I like how the demons apparently are part of the family tree. It's not just people in the family; it's actually demons are apparently a part of our legacy. I mean, it does tie to the past, so I guess there's that. But like acting like the demons are part of the family is a little weird, I think. Can't really go that way. He didn't say anything about sigils here. I don't know if that means we find more or not. I'm looking on the ground, but I'm not seeing any. I wonder if that was only in that catacombs area. An area with like flaming light. That's probably where we want to go. No, maybe not. Just some random torch. What? It's an awful lot of this black coming. Like more and more of this, less and less of the actual stones to walk on. Is that another one of those orbs? You can hear over to the right. What is this, by the way? Just ruins. I guess this is... But this is underground. But could have been like an ancient church. Or some kind of like a cathedral that's ruined now or something. I don't see any pits so far either. This is just a... Yeah, this doesn't go anywhere. Is that wind, or are those supposed to be like moaning spirits or something? I don't know. Auto-saving. Create a sacrificial demonic weapon for killing Visago. I mean... You gonna let me? Oh, there's... Was there a thing for my flashlight? I don't know if I should turn the flashlight off, actually. But, let me see. Oh, yeah, right hand is light source, yeah. Got that ready. There are 2 pits, it says, though. So, I don't know. There was something. I don't know if that's supposed to be Visago or something else. There was something kind of hovering back and forth over here, though. Interesting crystals. Anything that way. No. pit. Where is the pit that I want? We came in from over here. What happens as long as he's not close? It's right there. What if I go over this way? Nah, it's probably... Well, maybe I can open it. I don't think so, though. I haven't been able to open other things. Yeah, no. No. Dead end. Yes, it's going to be something up this way. Something. Can't figure out where the pit is, though. This is just a pool of water. Whoa! Process has crashed? Apparently it just crashed. Okay. So I'm going to have to do those again. At least I'm in that room. I don't have to redo like the labyrinth and stuff. Let's just load here. Sacrificial demonic weapon. Oh, you know what? Because those almost look like forges. I wonder if the weapon is in that middle thing I have to grab. Which means what? I don't even know if the skull will have any effect on those guys. I don't remember seeing that before. That red pulse something something. Interesting. Well, anyway. Let's go over. I don't know how long before they come through. Should I just go? I'll just go. How many times do I have to hit him or whatever? Any? I mean, am I going to be able to kill him? Looks like it's damaging him. Maybe. So lure him way down here and then see if I can do something with what's way over there, I think, is probably what I need to try to do. I doing then? Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. I don't know if it's right, but I have an idea.
It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged. Can't break it. It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged.
These? How does it kill you? It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged. It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged. Okay, so that one. Do I just go in order, maybe? Maybe. Man, death almost killed me. That one's shielded from getting damaged. So I'm gonna hit something else. pretty much still another hit from death, and I'm dead until I'm full health again. And then even, I might have just gotten lucky, and it might have been, I don't know. Almost healed. Regenerated, whatever you want to call it. That one shielded. That one probably is shielded still, I'm guessing. So I think I might have tried that one anyway. I'm pretty sure I did actually, now that I think about it. So. Try it one more time, but I'm pretty sure.
Can't break it. It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged. It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged.
Oh, I didn't get nearly as damaged that time. I mean, it's still obviously not great that I got damaged, but I didn't get hit by for nearly as much that time. Yeah, we're almost healed up again. That's good. So now I'll try the right one, and if not, then the left one. Almost, not quite.
It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged.
Obviously, you're happy that I did that.
It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged.
There's something else. There's another somewhere that I don't know. Another that I've missed somewhere. And more down here, maybe? This one. Destroy that one. Ah, this one maybe? Crystallizing. The demon is crystallizing. Interesting.
This eternal battle to purify the town from the clutches of Vasago will come to an end here and now. Designs crumble. Curse you, wretched human!
Hey, welcome back. I just finished the game, I think. Maybe. I think there are a couple endings because it looks like you have an option. I think. I think I can select the eyeball. I'm not sure. We'll find out. This is the Rhodes house in daytime now. So this is after we've done all the stuff we've done in the town. No worries. I mean, it's not that long, right? 75 minutes maybe total to watch. Whoa, actually about an hour. Just over an hour total to watch me get through the end of the game, I think. Let's see. So since everything is going sunny, does that mean that this is the good ending? Or is this going to be, and then there's suddenly a wicked turn at the end and I've screwed everything over? St. Rhodes.
I am certain of is this place will never see me again.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun. Successfully trigger ending number 2. You did it again. So there is another ending, yeah. So I wonder if I just let it happen or if I like try to stab the eyeball or something instead of the heart. Well, let's let the credits go through and then I'll try the other ending. So it's a good game overall, I think. It's a little... I don't know. It's a little strange. There was a lot of focus on Elizabeth Rhodes and on all the experiments that happened with her to eventually blend her with the demon Samayaga. And then there was only a little bit of time spent on the twin sisters, the Addams sisters, twins, and they're getting formulated into like a demon abomination. So for example, huge part of the first part of the game, probably like, honestly, like 2/3 of the game is in the Rhodes house, well, and around town, but basically in the Rhodes house and around town, finding clues and diary entries and stuff, which is cool. And then, yeah, the music is great, isn't it? Yeah, it's really good. Oh, don't worry about it, it's fine. I ended early last night, after about an hour. I don't know, I didn't end up getting sick, but for a little bit, my stomach wasn't feeling great. I feel fine now. But for a little bit, my stomach wasn't feeling great, so I stopped a little bit early last night, which is fine. It's at dead of night, so we still have quite a ways to go to finish it. So there's that. Like 2/3 of the game is on the Rhodes house and Elizabeth herself. And so there's that, and there's also Elizabeth's subconscious that you go into. There's quite a bit spent on Elizabeth Rhodes and all the stuff that happened with her. Then it's kind of it almost feels a little bit rushed at the ending that you have the twins. So you had Edward Rhodes did the demon blending with his wife who was dying, Elizabeth, creating the hollow Elizabeth, okay, the demon Elizabeth, or demoness, or whatever, okay, or spirit, whatever. Okay, then Edward Rhodes' son, or their son, Edward and Elizabeth's son, was Harry or Henry? I don't remember. Hang on. Load. Yeah. Okay, so we'll load this in a second, and then we'll have to redo the sequence with the gems, and then make a different choice at the end, I think. So there was, and then, so Edward and Elizabeth had their child, Henry or Harry. I think it might have been Henry. Anyway, their child, we'll say Henry. And Henry's best friend was, what was his name? Samuel Adams? No, because that's the beer. Who was it? Something. Anyway, they had his best friend. Let's say it was Samuel. Okay, so Samuel then had his twin daughters both get sick. The same sickness that Elizabeth had. So, because he knew what Henry's father had done, he did the same experiment himself. And it created, basically it blended the two twins into like this weird abomination thing, something. So, and then that immediately led down to this, where the demon Visago is and everything. So it's very strange. Because in Elizabeth's case, okay, Elizabeth was blended with the demon Samayaga. So after you destroy Hollow Elizabeth, the hybrid of her, you don't ever go after the demon Samayaga. But then, when you come after the twins, you go down into the catacombs and fight, you know, and do the sigils and open the gates and eventually kill them. And then immediately you come over here to go kill Visago. It's very strange. I don't know. I'm not sure what the point of that is. So I've had a cough for a while. I mean, I cough occasionally, of course. Everybody coughs occasionally, right? My cough, usually when you're seeing on stream when it's my cough, it's usually because I have a fan going and it dries my throat out. I have a fan because I have these monitors are really hot, and even with my AC going, I still have to have a fan to help keep me cool right as I'm sitting by them. Oh yeah. If I'm sick, yeah. Yep. Okay. So let's try the alternate. I don't know what the other alternate ending is. I mean, I knew I stabbed the heart in the first place, so I stabbed it again. I don't know what the other option is, but let's go ahead and do this. And we will. Okay.
Can't break it. It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged.
Yeah, they're going down there. I need something. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. There's that one.
It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged.
Get out of the way, Pack. Okay, the next one. Turn the light off. I'm trying to sneak. I don't really want to announce to him where I am. He's up on the stand. That might give me some opportunity. Pending. The other guys don't hurt you, but this guy with the scythe, this death guy, that's kind of like a bluish light. Yeah, that guy does. So, if that's that one. Yeah, that's all right. Move, back, move. Out of the way. So you didn't even respond to that one. Didn't notice that one. I can't remember. It's either the one up above or the one down here on the right. I think it's the one up above. I'm pretty sure that's the next one I need to do. Whoa, hi. Ah, move. I tried killing those individual ghosts previously, and it did nothing, so... I went the wrong side. It's the left side is the one I wanted. It's the one I destroy. Well, I didn't get hit at least. That's good. I'm doing better than I did the first time I played this where I got hit. Last hit, I think. And of course, death is still chasing me. Now I don't have to destroy those. I just have to get up here and hit the heart. I think that I just saw that door. I think that going out that door is the other way. Is the way to end it. I think you do this initially, and then if I go out that door, I think that's the bad ending.
This eternal battle to purify the town from the clutches of Vasago will come to an end here and now.
Okay, so if there's a way to stab the eyeball, not the heart, then I'll do that. And if that's not possible, then I'll try to run out that... No. Okay, I'm going to try to run out that far door. See if that's a thing. Nope. Can I go back the way I came and leave that way? Probably not. No, there's no way I can leave this way. I'm not going to be able to leave here because it was a drop. Well, I mean, this initially I could do stairs, but after that it's just a drop off, so there's no way, right? All the way over here, and I go back down the stairs that I had come up. What you saw where he was like, I'm never coming here again, and it was like all nice and like sunlight and stuff, that was the good ending, I think. It was ending number 2. I think that's the good ending. I don't know what the bad ending is though. But see, I can't, okay, so I go back down these stairs, but then it was dropping, I dropped into this area. This set of the catacombs where I had to fight the twins, or run from the twins, or whatever exactly you want to say. So I don't know. was it? This? I don't even remember where I dropped into here either. I wasn't paying attention because it was a drop, so I figured I wouldn't be able to go back. No, wouldn't have been there anyway. It's like, because that's a vaulted ceiling, so you can't drop through where a ceiling is, obviously. And nothing like shifted. It was just a drop into this. I don't know, but like I said, I'm pretty sure you can't leave. I gotta do some other. Yeah, this is just the outside of the periphery of the catacombs. I don't know. I think I have to go back and do something with the demon there. I don't know what. Maybe I have to die to him? I'm not sure. Let's just go back. Alright. It is whatever it is. It's fine. This was where we killed the twins. There's a spot here. We don't have it anymore. We used it up. But there's a spot here where we had a paste. We used the paste and then we used this skull to like kind of activate it. So when she walked on the rune or the glyph that I drew with the paste, then she died. On the earlier levels, the lower levels, it stopped her and it looked like it hurt her and she ran away. She didn't actually die. But on the last one, she died. She was coming up the thing, and I was like, well, if I use the rune on her, at least that pauses her. Maybe I can go up and open the door. But, because the other doors were, like, took, like, 10 seconds to open each or something crazy. Anyway, so I did that, but that was apparently not enough. Or that apparently was more than you needed to do. She just, like, it didn't just stop her, it actually killed her. So. Okay, so I'm back in here. So what is the alternate ending?
Now, behold my complete and boundless form. You, wretched human, have served your purpose. Your time has come to an end.
So I guess that's a bad ending. Interesting that it took that long though. Like I could run all the way back that I did with nothing happening. I realize there are triggers in the game, but still.
It is nice to see you here, my grandson. Yes. Welcome to your eternal resting place, George. Make yourself comfortable, if you can.
Yeah, successfully trigger ending number 1. Oh! This is different ending music because it's the dark one. I like it. That's cool. Was it? I have no idea. It was supposed to be a demon, whatever it was. I don't know about a sex or gender or whatever, but it was supposed to be a demon. So that was the demon Beleth, I think. So I'll one final time. Yeah, one final time. When we're done with. Oh, it didn't keep playing music though. It just did the like initial and then it stopped. I don't know if that's a glitch or what. Anyway, one final time once we finish with the credits here, I'm going to load back one save further back, so we're not yet being hunted by or tracked by death or whatever. Okay, and I'll just show you the family tree, so you get an idea of what all went on. You kind of have a summary of things. That's weird though. The sound cut out. That's kind of strange. I don't think that's intentional. I think that's a bug. So good game, fun game. Like I said, a little bit off balance, a lot heavier on Elizabeth Rhodes, a lot less with the twins and stuff. I would have liked to have seen probably about... I would have liked it to be 5 acts, basically, like a standard 5-act play structure. So the initial act is where is the prologue, plus where you arrive at town and you start reading notes all the way until you arrived at Rhodes' house. That's Act 1. Act 2 is going through the Rhodes' house and looking for clues, as well as going, because there's a point in the Rhodes' house where you go into the demon dimension and then come back out. So that also, so I'd like that to be the second act. The third act is everything else with Elizabeth. Plus, so the third act is basically Elizabeth's subconscious. You get into her subconscious. So the third act, I'd like the first half of the third act to be that. Then the second half of the third act to be the twins, like getting to the Addams house and interact, or like having kind of some spooky stuff with the twins initially. The fourth act I would have liked to have had a lot more with the twins in the Addams house, as well as then maybe, well, no, a lot more with the twin stuff with the twins at their house. Maybe also some of the other families in St. Rhodes. St. Rhodes is the town. So I'd like the twins, as well as maybe other stuff, like all the evil that started happening to the citizens of St. Rhodes. A lot more of that. And then have the fifth act be in the catacombs with the abomination form of the twins, plus the Zago at the end. Okay, so let me... Oh, is that far back? Oh, let's not do that then. I'm still... Let's just load here. Yep. Because this is before I even enter the catacombs. I thought it would load me right at the very beginning of that cathedral, like big cathedral room, before I did anything else, but apparently not. Okay. So this is incomplete because we're not as far along, okay? But now you know what? Let's load a little bit farther up. Hang on. This might be fine. Oh, you know what though? They didn't summon death until I was out there though, right? So I could reload this. That's fine, I think. Okay. So here, this is the complete family tree. Okay? I wonder if I need to... turn this off. And I'm going to get over here. He should not detect me. Because he kind of wanders around. That death with the scythe wanders around trying to protect the crystals. No, there are no crystals around here. It's dark and my light's off. He shouldn't notice me here, even if he gets summoned. So, okay. Now we don't have the voices and stuff as well. Okay. So basically the story is this. I'll try to summarize as much as I can. Okay. So the town of St. Rhodes was this like Christian community, like Protestant or something, some kind of Christian community. And so they had like, you have over on the right, okay, you have the two demons, but below the demons, okay, over on the right side in the middle, you have William Anderson and Dorothy Anderson. That's the first home you show up at, or you're able to get into. And the Anderson home is where you start getting some of your clues about, like, some of your journal entries about what's going on. Anyway, so William Anderson in his journal says he hates the Rhodes family. He said, because this is the journal entry he writes where he says he hates them is after. So apparently, okay, I've skipped a couple of steps. Hang on. Okay, mostly a Christian community. Okay, Edward Rhodes was married to Elizabeth Rhodes. Okay, so you can see at the very top, Samuel Rhodes and Helen Rhodes. They had their child Edward. Then Edward married Elizabeth Rhodes. Okay, we don't know whose family Elizabeth Rhodes comes from, but she comes from some other family. Okay, so Edward married Elizabeth. Elizabeth got sick at some point, and Edward talked to doctors and stuff, and this is supposed to be the late 1800s when this happened. Talked to doctors and stuff, and nobody could figure out what was going on, how to save her. So, what they ended up doing, or what Edward ended up doing was Edward got desperate, and so what he ended up doing was getting some occult texts, and he started researching, and he found out a ceremony, or whatever you want to call it, a ritual, where he could take a demon horn and fuse it to Elizabeth's head. And if he did that, it would basically give her the ability to heal. So even sicknesses and stuff, she'd be able to heal. Okay? But what Edward didn't realize was in doing that, he was basically creating a hybrid of Elizabeth and the demon Samagina. So if you look just up and then just to the left, there's demon Samagina. So Elizabeth Rhodes got merged with the demon Samagina. Yeah. And so because she got fused with Samagina, the two of them together became Hollow Elizabeth that you see over to the left of Elizabeth. So when you get in the game far enough where you get to the Rhodes house, and then there are creepy sounds and some things get thrown and stuff. Anyway, you eventually encounter a ghost that looks like Elizabeth, but like a more ghostly form, right? So she's she's got like black spaces where her eyes would have been. She's like all pale and stuff, right? Anyway, that's Hollow Elizabeth. So apparently Hollow Elizabeth continues to haunt the Rhodes house. Okay, well, in addition, okay, so basically, let me pause on in addition for a second. Okay, so she's Hollow Elizabeth, she's haunting the house. Okay, you end up finding notes on a ritual that will let you enter her subconscious. So even though she's a ghost, apparently she's got subconscious still. So you get, it was a couple of eyeballs, her blood, and a little bit of her hair. And you took those to the middle of town. How did she know he was doing that? I don't understand the question. She meaning Elizabeth and he meaning Edward? Is that what you're asking? How did Elizabeth know that Edward was blending her with a demon? Is that what you're asking? Or did she know? You didn't say how. You said did. Did she know? Yeah. I don't think so. It doesn't sound to me like she knew. Based on diary entries and stuff, she was sick enough she was like bedridden. So she couldn't she couldn't have been, yeah, she was too sick. So she didn't realize what was happening. So Edward put her on an operating table and then fused the horn into her skull with an operation. And so it made her Hollow Elizabeth. Anyway, so she kept haunting the Rhodes house ever since then. So we ended up going into her subconscious, like I said. We took those organs plus we had that skull and we infused the mush of all that stuff mixed together. We imbued that with demonic energy. And then we did a sigil on the operating table where she got the horn, and that allowed us to enter her subconscious. We went into her subconscious, and we killed her. So, we basically, through the course of going through her subconscious, which was kind of more in the style of Layers of Fear Inheritance, where you're the little child and you have the crayon style drawings and stuff. It was more of that style of stuff. I mean, not entirely, but there's a lot of that in her subconscious. Anyway, the way we ended up killing her was we forced her to confront, apparently in the past, after Edward made Elizabeth Hollow Elizabeth. Yes and no. Not entirely. I think she was confused. She had like the demon subconscious plus her own kind of mixed. So she had like mixed thoughts. And this is how you can kind of tell that Elizabeth was not completely gone. In her subconscious, at the very end of the time in her subconscious, we forced Elizabeth to realize that Hollow Elizabeth at some point killed Edward. So the demon version of herself ended up killing her husband that had done all of this to try to save her. So because Hollow Elizabeth killed Edward, Elizabeth's own, not the demon part, but the human subconscious couldn't deal with it. And so in the subconscious, you see her go, ah! And then kind of like, almost like dissolve with light, disappear. And then we dropped out of her subconscious. Then we, in the mansion, in the Rhodes house, we wandered back over to where her room was, and we saw Hollow Elizabeth lying in her bed, crying a little bit, and then she like let out a little bit of a moan, like oh, and then or a wail, and then her spirit in reality, not in her subconscious, also dissolved. Okay, and then the dissolved essence created a paste that we ended up using at the very end of the game. Okay, so that's the story of Elizabeth. Okay, now Harry, the son, learned, I don't remember how, but he learned about all this stuff that his dad had done to his mom. And so he started investigating how to go into that demon dimension and how to try, or like how he might go about trying to stop Hollow Elizabeth, like put her to rest. But Harry was apparently killed in the process of trying to figure all of that out. So he had a lot of notes. He figured a lot of it out, but he did not finish before he died. Okay. And like I had said, the Anderson family over on the right, they hate the Rhodes family because of what Edward had done. But more than that, you'll notice Harry's wife was Lillian Anderson, the daughter of William and Dorothy Anderson. So Lillian became Lillian Rhodes. And so I think William not only thought, you're not Christian, but he also held a grudge because you took my daughter away from me and put her into your demon family. Even though Harry had nothing to do with what his dad did, and Harry was actively trying to stop it, William still held the grudge. Okay, so anyway, so then you have Harry and Lillian have a son, George. That's you. That's the character you play. Harry also had a best friend, John Adams. So it wasn't Samuel Adams. It was John Adams, which is, I thought, because there's Samuel Adams, which is the beer, and there's John Adams, which is one of the founding fathers of the United States. And so I was like, wait, both of them are famous people anyway. But so John Adams was Harry's best friend. We don't know who John's wife was. It doesn't show. John had twin daughters who got the same illness that Elizabeth had. Same symptoms, everything. And again, just like in Elizabeth's case, doctors were like, we don't know what we can do. We don't think there's anything we can do. We can't cure this. We don't know what's going on. Why your daughters are this way. So, because John had been working with Harry, he also had read the notes of what Edward had done to Elizabeth. So John did the same thing to his twin daughters in desperation. So he turned his twin daughters into this hollow abomination. If you don't, if you want to see what they look like, just go kind of toward the beginning of this, maybe 5 or 10 minutes or 15 minutes or something into the game, and then you'll see into today. And then you'll see what they look like. Or you can look at a thumbnail after the fact. That's fine too. Anyway, so the two twin daughters, when you first get to the Adams house, they're ghosts in the house. They look just like little girls, but ghosts. And they try killing you a couple of times. But then if you survive those, and I did, I didn't happen to get killed in the house. But it's when you're about to go upstairs, the two twins are at the top of the stairs, and then suddenly a wardrobe falls and slides down the stairs to tumble down and run into you. Obviously they're trying to kill you, right? Anyway, but we found a trapdoor under there that went underground, and that's how we did the whole end sequence where we went to a catacombs and we fought and killed the Hollow Abomination. There were those little areas sigils, and you had to just use that skull to do a pulse of demonic energy on the sigil as the Hollow Abomination was on it. And then he's like, and couldn't move. No, well, no, they're, bad, but not, they don't look the same or anything, I don't think, no. And you can see also, so you see how up on this, how Hollow Elizabeth had the one demon horn, right? Well, it's the same thing on the Hollow Abomination, but each twin, one has it over here, the other has it over here, right? So again, they fused them. Yeah, more like the twins in The Shining. Yeah, for a second I thought you were gonna say Amnesia Machine for Pigs, and I was like, no, those were boy twins, so no. Yeah, more like The Shining, I think, is what they look like. Kind of like a slight red or pinkish hue to them, to indicate or to imply kind of blood, I think. I never got super close to them, except for one came and attacked me and clawed me once, but it wasn't enough to kill me or anything. Anyway, so let me think. Is there anything that I'm missing? I think that's pretty much the story of the town. And then in the course of everything, so basically, once the ceremony was done and Hollow Elizabeth was created, and then after the fact you have the Hollow Abomination, the twins. Once those were created, exactly. Once you have those created, basically you started having all kinds of phantoms show up in town. Just black shadow kind of beings. And then you also had death, that thing with the side that showed up near the end that was coming after me. That also was in town beforehand. Talk about dry throat. Thanks for saying that and then get me to cough later. Just kidding. Yeah. So out in town you have the shadow beings, and then you end up having death as well. And so those all come after you. Okay, so that's kind of what happened with all the family and the town, okay? So the shadow beings and death started showing up in town, around town, and obviously there are citizens just living their normal lives, so people start dying, and a whole bunch of people die. And in fact, if you go earlier on in the game, on the Rhodes estate or property, there is a shed. If you go out to the shed, maybe I can do it with a map. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so you see the Rhodes house is over on the right. Just to the left of that is the shed. In the shed, when you initially go into the shed, there are ham hocks hanging down, okay? But when you get to the back of the shed and then you turn around, there's like a flash, and all of the ham hocks are bodies of people, indicating basically that because of what happened with Elizabeth and then later with the twins, you pretty much got everybody in town. Pretty much. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. So you got everybody in town killed, because that's pretty much what happened in town. Like everybody, that's why when you arrive, the town is abandoned pretty much, because why would you, if you survived long enough to be able to like know what's happening and then leave, why would you stay, right? So all of that ended up, okay, so there's that. And finally, okay, so remember how Elizabeth was blended with the demon Samagina, right? So upper left, demon Samagina, that's what blended with Elizabeth Rhodes. Well, the very upper left, the demon Visago, that is what was blended with the twins to make the Hollow Abomination. She took each of Visago's horns off and you gave them to one to each of the twins. Okay. Yeah, who blended with the girls. That's right. Yep. So that was the demon Visago. The demon Samyaza, actually let me back up. Let's not do Samyaza yet. Okay, the demon Beleth, the upper right, starts, so basically the demon Beleth lured you to St. Rhodes. In the very beginning of the game, you're, I don't know, like in your office, you're a detective or something, I don't know, but you're like in your normal office, and you get a phone call. Might even be the office in your house, I don't know, but you get a phone call, and there's a detective saying, you know, all of your family is dead. You're the heir to the Rhodes house. You need to come and sign some paperwork, and then you can inherit the property. That's why you show up to the town in the first place. Once you get there, of course, you can't ever seem to get in touch with the detective that called you. So you were supposed to meet the detective, the house of the Andersons, over there in the upper left. You were supposed to meet the detective initially at the... No, hang on. No, you were supposed to meet the detective on the front step of the Rhodes house, I believe is what it was. Did you go to the Andersons? Oh, no. Yeah. You initially are supposed to meet the detective at the house of the Andersons. Sorry about that. But then you get a phone call while you're in that house, and the guy says... So the Elizabeth Rhodes stuff, where she became a demon and stuff, that was like late 1800s. When you're here, it's supposed to be like the 1920s, 1930s. So people have telephones. So you're supposed to meet the detective at the house of Andersons. But you get a phone call in the house. One of the phones in the house of Andersons rings. You answer it. The detective says, I'm actually over at the Rhodes house on the front steps. So if you should get over there and meet me there, then we can sign the paperwork, and then I'll be on my way. So you make your way over to the Rhodes house. When you finally get to the Rhodes house, he's not there. So after you do enough exploring in the Rhodes house, okay, one of the things you learn in reading notes that Edward had made and stuff is that there is a ceremony or an altar built underneath the Rhodes house that allows you to switch from demon dimension to real dimension. Okay? And I'll show you that in just a second here. Anyway, so after you finish, you do the initial switch to demon dimension, you wander around the Rhodes house for a while, and then you get back, and then you turn it back to reality, not the demon dimension. You do it to the normal human dimension. Okay? Then you go through the Rhodes house, and then there's a phone call again. In the Rhodes house, the phone rings there. And you pick it up, and the detective says, I'm over at the post office waiting for you. I've got your paperwork here. Sorry I keep moving places. I've been waiting and didn't see you, and then I remembered some other things I needed to take care of, so I kind of wandered around or whatever. He's like, I needed to mail a letter, so I went to the post office or whatever. So so I got to go to the post office. So you go all the way over to the post office. Well, as you're traveling from the Rhodes house over to the post office, that's where you first start seeing the shadow demons or the shadow beings showing up like all over the place. Okay. But also, okay, once you get to the post office, you find the detective that called you initially. His body is there and he's dead. And the phone rings, and when you pick it up, it's the demon Bella, the upper right. And Bella says, sorry to let you know this way, but I'm the one who actually brought you here to the town. The detective was just a means to do it. So Bella says you'll need to get back to the Rhodes house. You're going to want to do a ritual that will let you enter Elizabeth's subconscious. Okay, and then the demon says, oh, also you'll want to run because your presence here has attracted something, and that's when death shows up along with the other shadow things that already were there on the way. Anyway, so that's how the demon Beleth kind of comes into things. Okay, the demon Beleth then occasionally tells you different things. So for example, after you finish with Elizabeth's subconscious, and then Hollow Elizabeth dies, Beleth says, congratulations, you got rid of one of the guardians, but there are other guardians you have to get rid of to free this town from evil. Like, why is a demon telling me how to free the town from evil? obviously don't trust the demon. Anyway, so you go to the House of Adams and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, once you finally get below the House of Adams and you're about to enter the catacombs, which is where Hollow Abomination is, where you end up destroying the twins and the demon Visago. Okay. In the process of that, when you first enter the catacombs, Beleth says that you're going to have to deal with the demon Samayaza, who was always an enemy of your family or whatever. Now we don't know almost anything about the demon Samayaza. Like Samayaza, I don't think we see Samayaza in the game. I don't think we see the demon. Well, I think it's wrong. I think on the evil ending, I think Samayaza, because there was the demon that was on the throne in front of you. There's another demon to the side. I think Samayaza is the other demon. I think, because you've destroyed the demon Samagina when you destroy Hollow Elizabeth. You've also destroyed the demon Visaga with destroying Hollow Abomination. Right, because at the end there, you just have the demon Visago's kind of corpse or whatever, right? Anyway, so that's the demon Samyaza. And then at the end, if you choose the bad ending, right, you just hang around for long enough and don't destroy the heart or whatever, then basically what happens is, I think, Beleth. So Beleth was betraying you, was not your friend the whole time. Obviously, he's a demon anyway. But Beleth clearly was not, because at the end, after you've killed Visago with the initial dagger strike, you kill Visago, so that demon's dead. The demon is. Then Beleth, if you just wait around and let it happen, Beleth hybridizes you, George Rhodes, with the body of Visago. So now you're not a dual consciousness. You're not Visago plus George. You're just George mentally, but you're inside this hybrid body that's kind of like Hollow Elizabeth or Hollow Abomination, but it's Hollow George. So that's that ending. Anyway, so that's how that all turns out. But since Beleth had that plan, if you first stab the heart of the demon Visago, and then you stab the heart of the demon Visago again, when it's still pink and not yet turned to the blue thing that eventually it does, then you destroy the body. And then Beleth is upset with you, and George leaves St. Rhodes. He says, I'm never coming back here again. And all of that demonic, all that other stuff is basically just gone away. Right? It's all, basically you've ended the cycle and the legacy and whatever. All of that is done. Okay. Now, the other thing I was going to show you, just so you have an idea of it, this is, I can't, they must only have 3, 6, 7, 8, they must only have 8 saves. Okay, well, but I could still show you. Hang on, I could still show you. Hang on. Let me load this. Yep. I'm not going to go down below. I'm going to do this instead. Even though I'll end up being chased by death and stuff when I run, I'm going to run back over to the Rhodes house really briefly so you can see. Okay, so let me... Go back out here. We're going to have to deal with shadows and death and stuff, but that's all right. Let me see. Hang on, map. Where am I? Yep, I'm on the right map. Back onto the Rhodes property. This goes down. This was just a cellar. This was just a normal cellar previously. You see how they have like all the ceremonial candles and stuff set up? Yeah. Yeah. This is under the Rhodes house. That's what I'm saying. This is under the Rhodes house. Now, initially when I came down here, I thought that these things, these two statues might attack me. I was like, oh crap, oh, get ready to die. But no. Nope, they don't actually. Anyway, so you rotate this. And now, see, this is the demon dimension. Now, we're not going to be able to explore the house anymore in the demon dimension. Oh, no, wait, we can. We go this way. That's right, that door's closed, but we can go this way. See how it's all like creepy and stuff? So yeah, this is basically what the house was like when you're in the demon dimension. Pretty cool, huh? Interesting and cool at the same time. In other words, not interesting in like a bad way. Yep. Now, if you listen to this little noise, you'll hear it here in a second. That indicates there's like a sigil you can remove and such. So, anyway, so that gives you an idea. Pretty cool, huh? I like it. I had fun with it. It was good. It's too bad not more save games are kept. Because I would have liked to have redone some of the early things where I got killed and I kind of unnecessarily got killed, but whatever, it's fine. I could always redo it. It's not a huge deal. So ending 1 and ending 2. Yeah, avoid getting killed by Sister's Abomination form as well. So I missed some notes, though. Oh, I could do that. I had 9 deaths in the game. Apparently, if you die 10 times, not die as in the last ending, but like actually get killed. Apparently, if you die 10 times, then you get another achievement. So let me, because I died 9, let me get killed one more time. Just reload and then like get killed the last time by the hunter. So at the end, you die. I think you die. Well, I mean, depends on how you mean. Depends on how you mean, right? Because here's the thing. In the bad ending, you're hybridized with a demon body. Did you die? I mean, your consciousness is still around, so there's that whole philosophical argument you could make. But effectively, I mean, you died in the sense you're no longer human. If you do the evil ending, you know you're no longer human, you're done. If you do the good ending, you destroy the demon's ability to do anything, and then you walk away from the town. It's daytime, you leave the town, and everything is fine, you're okay. Like, you don't actually die. You, in the good ending, you leave the town and vow never to come back. You're still human, you're still fine, and you've hopefully permanently stopped the death in town. That's the idea. Let me just come over here. See, these guys, you cannot kill these guys, or death, actually. You can maybe pause them is the most you can do. If I come up here, then they know that I'm here, and then they'll go summon death. These guys, then, these are like priests or whatever of the occult demon something whatever. Well, yeah, you were alone before though. You had no family before. You already were dead. Okay, so I'll just sit here and die. I'll just let him kill me, and that'll get me an achievement. Wow, he beheaded me. Die 10 times. There you go. Okay. He beheaded me. Wow. And I got killed by the hunter. That was two. That was two achievements. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm missing some diary page. I don't know where that page is. Where is that diary page? I would want to get that. I could reload back to before I went in the catacombs. I still have that. That's still where the autosave's kept. I could do that and then go find that last page. I don't know where the last page is, though. I'll figure that out. Collectibles, I also don't know. There are 4 collectibles. I have no idea where those are. Anyway, yep. That was a quick achievement. I was like, let me just do that really fast. Okay. I had not gotten killed by the hunter the whole game. Both in the town when he was chasing me, but also underneath. I had not gotten killed by the hunter until there. Well, it's a really fast achievement. I mean, come on. Now I'm only down 7 achievements. What achievements am I missing? I am missing the one diary page, like I said. Okay. Oh, yeah, in that earlier scenario where I was in the demon dimension, but it has to be earlier in the game, not where I was there, okay? Because Elizabeth's not around anymore at that point. But if you, earlier in the game, when you first go to the abyssal dimension, you need to not get caught by Elizabeth. It's like she doesn't catch you at all. That's an achievement. I think you can also get another one and still have it count. So there's a peeping Tom, which is, I guess there's some place, children's room. I don't remember which one that is. There's a children's room, and I guess if you look at something, Elizabeth is looking back and she sees that you're looking at her. So you get caught. So that's one. But then you don't actually get caught by her, meaning I think she doesn't come and grab you and kill you. Okay. Or she doesn't. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the second achievement. I had to reach the post office without taking any damage from shadow entities. I did get hit a couple of times, I think, by them. Not much, but a couple of times. Like I said, the diary. Avoid getting caught by Elizabeth in her subconscious. That was another one as well. Is I got killed by her there. And then the collectibles. And then there's one called Smooth Operator. Avoid triggering the hunter by using stealth approach. I don't know what that is. Oh, I wonder... Because it's avoid triggering the hunter. Oh, I wonder if I can do that really fast too. Hang on. Maybe I could just do like sneaky around and the priests won't notice me. Maybe. I don't know. If I'm whacking away, if I'm smacking away at the crystals, though, you'd think they would notice, wouldn't they? Maybe not. Nope. Load. This. Because they have to summon the hunter. So if I get enough stuff destroyed beforehand and they don't notice, maybe that's what that's for. The only other thing I could think is when you leave the post office, if you're super sneaky, maybe the hunter doesn't see you there. I don't even know though if that's actually a thing or not. I think it's the second one is the first one I'm gonna do. Turn the flashlight off as well. See, those guys don't even notice. They're just kind of do initially.
Can't break it. It's like some force is shielding it from getting damaged.
Oh, it's the other side, I see. Okay, he noticed me. Oh, no, they all noticed me. Okay, yep. Hang on. Let me reload. Try again. I see. So I have to not be seen by any of them at all, I think. Yep. Which is fine. I just got to be careful. This one. He goes over and investigates. He doesn't see me. Go way over here. That's one destroyed. There's only one over here. So the other one I destroy has got to be up above. Which means... going back down. here. Wait. Wait until he goes away, because he's gonna wander. Okay. If I go over here. Even if they send a guy over there, they didn't see me. There's another one of those guys. Now I do that one over there. Then I do the one up there, and then this one, I believe. I just need to not get seen by these guys. However, I need to make sure that happens, whatever way that works. If I can get this fast enough. Yeah, see, now that guy's investigating that. But again, yeah, see, they're kind of like casting magic at it. I think they're trying to restore it or something. But I don't think they're going to be able to before I've got the other destroyed. The other's destroyed, of course. I'm going to look and see. Yeah, there's that guy. I thought there was one coming. So he's going to go. Once he finishes, and he'll go like up that way or whatever. Once he does that, then I think that's when I go for the other one. He goes there. Okay, now I'll try to go here. Still haven't triggered. Hide. Go back up. Whoops. Oh, that. Yep, that was it. That was it. That gave me that achievement. So, since you asked about it, I'll show you the good ending again. We'll end on a good note.
This eternal battle to purify the town from the clutches of Vasago will come to an end here and now. No! My designs crumble. Curse you, wretched human!
Yep, so this is the good ending. So this is what I'm saying is, basically we stopped Beleth from doing the fusion he wanted to do. And so that also keeps all the demons out of the town. Not permanently, I think, but at least for the time being. And now we work our way all the way back out of the catacombs, go back to the Rhodes mansion one last time. It's morning or the next day, so we survive the night. So that's, you know, it's nice. We're able to leave. And so we're like, okay, yeah, let's get out of here. This was the Adams house where we entered initially for the twins. So we're leaving past, we're following the town wall out. And see, the town looks good again, right? It looks like the town's not in any kind of darkness or difficulty at all. St. Rhodes. And we're leaving through the gates, leaving the mansion.
What I am certain of is this place will never see me again.
Yeah. Now, maybe down the road, somebody, you know, tries to sell the house and then somebody else goes there or something. But that's not, obviously, that's not what happens in this case. In the good ending, George is like, screw this, I'm done. I stopped the demon stuff. I stopped the legacy of my ancestors from perpetuating and causing all the evil and having the darkness everywhere. That's right. Yep, the darkness lifted. So I did all that, so now I'm out of here. So that is what that... I was wondering because when you first come out... So, remember I told you that Beleth told you to go to the post office? You go to the post office, the detective is dead there, and then as you're coming out, the door's slightly open and Beleth says you need to run. You come out, if you look to the right, the hunter is already on his way up the hill. I was calling it death before, but I guess the achievement says hunter, so I guess it's called the hunter. So the hunter was coming up the hill, and there are the shadow things right around him, the shadow entities as well, like I think two of them by him right there. Anyway, they're all coming up toward you, heading toward the post office. I can't imagine you could sneak away from that. because they're actually already on the way to the post office. You don't move fast enough when you're sneaking. My assumption is that death will find you anyway. So I don't think that's where you get that achievement. I didn't think that was where you get that achievement once I saw that that was an achievement. I thought at the end, I go, well, the guys have to summon him in a ceremony, so that must be what it is. It turns out that gets you the achievement. So, cool. Wow, I played for a lot longer than, well, not a lot longer. No. I mean, I finished the game a while ago, but I mean, I'm only like maybe half an hour over the normal stream same time, so that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I enjoyed playing it. So there you go. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yep. So this game is done now, and I assume in about 7.5 hours from now, we'll play Stasis Bone Totem again, and I'm assuming that game will be over as well after today. I'm assuming that we will we'll finish that as well. So that's good. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in, Phil Fox. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed kind of the idea and the story and stuff. Even if you didn't watch the whole thing, that's fine. You got the whole idea, basically. I summarized it for you. Summarized, but I mean, it still took a while. All right. That's it for today. Thanks, everybody. I enjoyed the game. Lunacy St. Rhodes was a fun game. Not my favorite of all time, but it was a solid game. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I'd give it like probably a B+, I think, grade if I were going to do a letter grade. So anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Till next time. Peace out.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.